How does language gender work in European languages? Imagine trying to describe a simple object like a table or a car, and finding out that the words you use change depending on whether the object is considered masculine, feminine, or neuter. That's the fascinating world of grammatical gender in European languages. When you start learning a new language in Europe, understanding how gender works can feel like unlocking a secret code. It's not just about vocabulary, it's about how words fit together in a sentence. In many European languages, nouns are divided into categories called grammatical genders. The most common are masculine and feminine, but some languages also have a neuter category. This classification isn't always about the natural sex of an object or person. For example, in German, the word for girl is feminine, and the word for boy is masculine, which makes sense. But many objects like a book or a table are assigned a gender that doesn't match their natural characteristics. You just have to memorize it. The gender of a noun affects other parts of the sentence. For example, in French, the word for the is la if the noun is feminine and if it's masculine. In Spanish, el is used for masculine nouns and la for feminine. In German, das is used for neuter nouns, der for masculine, and die for feminine. When you use adjectives, they also change depending on the gender of the noun. For example, in German, the ending of the adjective will change based on whether the noun is masculine, feminine, or neuter. Pronouns are also affected by gender. When you refer back to a noun, you need to use the correct pronoun. If you're talking about a woman, you use she in English, but in French, it's elle, and in German, sie. For a man, it's he, il in French, and in German. This consistency helps keep sentences clear and understandable. Different European languages handle gender in their own ways. Romance languages like French, Spanish, and Italian mostly have two genders, masculine and feminine. Italian also has a neuter, but it's rarely used. German has all three, masculine, feminine, and neuter. Slavic languages like Russian and Polish also have three genders, and they sometimes consider whether the noun refers to a living being or not. English is a bit different. It has mostly lost grammatical gender for objects, but it still keeps gendered pronouns like he, she, and it. When you learn a European language, knowing the gender of nouns helps you speak more naturally and avoid mistakes. It's especially important for official documents, contracts, and everyday conversations. Some countries are starting to use more gender-neutral language, but traditional gender systems still dominate daily life. When you immerse yourself in the culture and practice speaking, you'll get used to these patterns. Remember, learning the gender of nouns is a step toward understanding the language deeply and connecting with the local culture. It's a puzzle worth solving for anyone eager to live, work, or retire comfortably in Europe.